Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. Let me take you back to the year 1994. But before I do take you to that year 1994, let me back up, if you will, to the span of 1979 on up to that 1994. During the course of the times and the fun we had at Cornell Ridge, which is one of the ones I said memory lane before, we went to Cornell Ridge, and like I said, it was just something that us kids got together, and we had fun and stuff with Grandma Emma and Grandpa Alfred, my Aunt Sandy, and my Uncle Alvin. We call him Uncle Ab, and we just went, and my Aunt Linda and my Uncle Denny had went down there as well with us a few times, and they're at Cornell Ridge. But me, Joey, my cousin Joey, Larry Joseph, was named after my uncle, his father, which was Larry Joseph Cornell. He was Larry Joseph Jr., but we called him Joey. Me, Joey, and Lori, we played together. We played a lot of things together, and we pretty much got along until Joey got upset with what me and Lori decided we was going to play, and Joey would pretty much go downstairs and do whatever, watch TV or just play video games, little portable video games or whatever. And but me, Joey, and Lori, we played. Me, Joey, and Lori, we were like, me and Lori were like brother and sister. We at the time, back until like 1990, I never really had a brother or a sister until my brother Christopher come along, and it was great to me because it was wonderful for me to become a big brother. But back in that particular day, I really didn't have a brother or sister, and Lori and I and Joey, we pretty much got together like that, brothers and sisters. We fought like brothers and sisters at some point. But we played, we done a lot of things, and to be really honest with you, back in that day, I played with Barbie dolls, people. And go ahead and laugh it up and yuck it up, because I tell you what I did. I really don't admit that to many people, but I did play with Barbie dolls, me and Lori, at that one particular point. But now we move up, and as the years progressed, me, Lori, and Joey, and of course there's my cousin Michelle, she'd get involved with us and play as well. But during that course of those years, as we grew older, we started to lose contact, in more ways than one. We didn't really, sit down and play for hours on end and things like we usually did. But I'll never forget the day in 1994. It was June, I believe, in 1994. And if I'm wrong on this, like I said, I'm very fluent on dates and stuff, but sometimes they're a little shaky. And if it is on this, I do apologize for it. But I believe it was June in 1994. My mom's boyfriend at the time, my brother's dad, we called him Big Chris. He came up, was on his motorcycle, and he told me, he says, "Hey," he says, "did you hear the news?" So what? He goes, "I don't know if anybody ever told you." He said, "Your cousin Joey passed away last night." I tell you what, folks, it tore me up inside. Tears rolled down my face. It was as if I was just like somebody had just beat the holy crap out of me, and because my whole body started to ache. And I want to say that 2 days prior to this previous date, maybe 2 days prior, or maybe a week prior to that, Joey had come over to my apartment. I was living with my mom, of course, at the time, and my mom had been out, whatnot, and he come over, and him and I watched a movie with Alicia Silverstone called The Crush. We'd watched that movie, The Crush, and he was driving with a few of his friends, and he was in the back of a pickup truck, and they're on a place called Top of the World up there at in the outskirts of Navarre, Ohio. called Top of the World, overlooked Canton and Navarre and Massillon and whatnot. And they were out playing around in there, and the boys ended up going over in the side of the ditch, wherever they've been drinking and stuff, and they ended up going over to the wrong way, and Joey ended up flying out of the truck, and the truck ended up rolling over on him and crushed him. Folks, it was just a bad experience for me to be able to go through this, to actually have lost grandparents previously, and a couple other of family members along the way. But for me to lose Joey, grandparents and stuff, they get to the point where, it's, but for you to lose somebody who basically you grew up with, you played with, you actually, knew that, that you just bonded with, as far as, one of your cousins and stuff, I'm talking about, people. But to actually know that Joey had passed away just tore a hole right through me. And I'll never forget that day at the funeral, or at the day of the viewing. And me and Lori sat in the back, arms around each other, crying, just wondering why this had happened. Why Joey wasn't with us no more. It hurts. It hurts to this day to know why Joey's not with us right now. But we know he's in a better place. We really do. And every time I hear the song by Meatloaf, Objects in the Rearview Mirror appear closer than they are, there's just a few, the first few words, first couple of lines in that particular song, that every time I hear it, tears roll down my face. I miss Joey, as well as I miss every one of my family members and loved ones who passed on in the past. And I'm sure there will be many more. But the memories will always stay. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. I'll catch you next time.